Hey there, this is Patricia from Luminary Press. You know, I get a question a lot from authors about how to set the retail price for their books. And today I want to show you two online calculators that we use at Luminary to help us figure out how a book should be priced for retail. So we use two main sites to publish and distribute our books. We use KDP and we use Ingram Spark. And I'm going to show you the calculators from those sites. And let's start with KDP. So here is, just give me 1 second here. There we go. Okay, so here is the KDP site. In just a minute, here's the KDP site. There we go. So you can see that this is just kdp.amazon.us. And if you scroll down here, I haven't even logged in or anything. If you scroll down here, click on this little button, learn how easy it is. And that takes you to a screen that's full of help topics. And this is actually, there's a lot to see here. But right now, we're going to go down to Publish Your Book, which you can see it right here in the left-hand column. And click on that. And so here's information about preparing the book. But what we are looking for is printing the book, which I cannot find. Did I go to the, oh, I went to the wrong tab. There's Publish the Book. Okay, Publish the Book, and you want to go to printing costs under paperback setup. So here's printing costs. And how do we calculate printing costs? So this will give you a lot of information about how Amazon calculates printing costs. But what we use is the online calculator. So it's use our calculator. I guess technically it's not really online because you need to download it. So if you download it and just say open, we use Excel, whatever type of spreadsheet software you use should do it. And you will find their calculator right here. It's very simple, very straightforward. So you see the first bar is a pull-down menu. Is your interior going to be black ink or color ink? So for now, let's just say black ink. Let's enter the number of pages. Just pretend we're publishing a kind of standard novel. Choose a distribution channel. We want to say Amazon. So that this is going to reflect the royalties that you're going to get on Amazon. And when you enter the anticipated list cost, so for now, let's just say $14.95. It's kind of a typical cost for a novel, and hit enter. It gives you all this information below. So on the top is the printing cost. The book's going to cost $4.45 to print. The minimum you can price it at to sell it on Amazon is $7.42, and your Amazon royalty at that price is going to be $4.52. Now, expanded distribution goes down quite a bit. That's the royalty you would get if you use expanded distribution through KDP. And that would mean to bookstores or really any other seller that's not Amazon. So those are interesting things to think about. But the thing I like the best about this is that you can really play around with it. You can change it to color ink. You can change your page numbers. We usually use the Amazon thing alone, but you see how the numbers start to play out when you put in variables. So this is a great thing to know about when you're thinking about publishing. I saw a post today where someone had published a book that was 565 pages, and they were trying to sell it for $14.95. 565 pages. Oh, that's color. It's like, wait a minute, how could it be -31? Here we go, black ink. Okay, and you can see that the Amazon royalty is only going to be $1.34 at that. And you know, if you're trying to make money, that's not going to help a whole lot. So you really want to think about what the factors that are going into your books, like what your book specs are, and how that's going to affect your royalty and your pricing. You'll notice if I change this to $17.95. It's going to go up a little bit, but the cost of printing that book is $7.63. So that's going to that's going to be challenging for that author. So now let's head on over to Ingram Spark. This is Ingram Spark. Ingram Spark has a great raft of tools that you can use. You go under Resources and you go to Tools. Again, you don't have to have an account or be logged in to do this. And here I like to use the Publisher Compensation Calculator. So let's pull that up. And just like with KDP, you're going to enter the variables. So this time they offer you a choice of book size. Ingram prices their book differently for, I think, small, medium, and large. So you want to pick, something pretty close to what you're going to use because there will be a difference in that. But let's go black and white. Paper, cream, it's a little more standard, paperback, perfect bound. They like you to pick a laminate type, so you can go gloss or matte. None of the paper color and the laminate type will not affect the price. I don't know if the saddle stitch does, the hardback certainly will. But let's put in 300 pages again and set the list price at $14.95. Now Ingram does something a little different. They want to know what your wholesale discount is. We set our discounts at 55%. There's a lot of discussion about this in the book world. 55% allows bookstores to buy the book at the rate they want to buy it at the discount they want. They get 40%, Ingram gets 15%, and you get the remaining 45%. So it's going to be a little higher than Amazon. You can see your publisher compensation is $1.81 on this one, but the print charge is similar, $4.92. The thing with Amazon is that if you distribute to bookstores through Amazon, the bookstores won't get the discount they want. So it's worth considering a dual distribution with Ingram Spark too. But again, you have some options here. You can change this to color. You can change it to hardback. You can change it to cloth, which means you're going to have a dust jacket. It's not letting me do, it's not liking something here. Maybe it's the color. Let's stick with black and white. Hardback, cloth, gloss, page count, and calculate again. And you'll get your print charge $11.07 for a 300-page hardback. And of course, you can see here it goes into negative royalties, your publisher compensation, which they won't let you print the book for that. So you can kind of use this to figure out what your minimum price can be for a hardback. And I'm going to guess it's going to be $24.95 or around there. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, I think it's going to be a little higher here. So these are just some tools you can play around with. It's sort of, there you go, $24.95. It's sort of fun to look around and see how your book specs and how your retail price affect your royalties. They're just easy tools to use. They're available to anybody with or without an account. So it's really a nice thing to know. That's about all for the online calculators. I wrote a longer post about book pricing, and I will post a link to that at the bottom of this. So thanks for watching. Have a good afternoon. Now I don't know how to turn it off. There we go. There we go.